Hello, hello, welcome back to Wheel of Games, where today we are going to be playing some more Blueprints. We're about to start day 3. My first day, I got really stuck in a corner there. Second day, I feel like I made a lot better progress. And I also now know that going outside counts as entering and leaving a room that takes stamina. And there was interesting stuff down there. Interesting mountain up there, too. And so we're going to start our exploration again. Completely blank house. It's funny, I basically figured this out right before they told me about it. It's supposed to be the first thing you learn. This is just a reminder. Okay. So his name, Herbert S. Sinclair. I'm now looking for terminal password instructions and a vault code. I managed to get one room upgrade last time. Figures I'm trying to get as much lateral stuff as I can, and what do I have? But I guess I can take the spare room. It gets, now that I realize that each room is going to be unique, taking the spare room right away removes it from the deck, essentially. Storeroom, I'd like that to be in a corner. I don't want it right here in the entry hall. That said, I don't want any of these right here in the entry hall. Let's grab the spare room. Now that I realize that each room truly is unique in this room list, I think there's only one nook, only one pantry. And so now I realize that when I put a room into a suboptimal spot, I'm making sure that room doesn't show up and cripple me when I need a really good draw. I've also realized that opening the doors and revealing the room, aside from that one gymnasium one that stole half my steps yesterday unexpectedly, that I can open the rooms without having penalties applied. Dead end, dead end. I don't want to put a guest bedroom right there. But the den, this is a good spot for the den. Front of the house, get a gem, and leave all your options. And end of this little corridor would also be a good spot for a dead end room, a right corner facing. Now I've got a little bit better idea of what I'm doing. Now this is a good spot for the pantry. Maybe even a closet, but yeah, I am a-okay with spending the pantry on this one. A room and a closet, I'm also tempted. Those are good things to have. Want items early? Yes. Honey. Banana. Suppose I could have left the banana there for a little bit longer. But yeah, looks like an even spread would be ideal. So that is hidden in the house there. What else? There was a salt shaker in the shop that improves quality of the food too. Okay, on this outside, up we go. This would not be a bad time to get the guest bedroom out of the way so it stopped showing up. I'm not sure if I want to use the drawing room right away because it's good. Corridor is always unlocked. That's not terrible, but if you're going north, that gets you. But I think I'll take the bedroom now. It'll give me stamina that I can use all day. I can see if there's... Looking for like hidden coins, or I found car keys on the table last time. Don't have those this time. Apparently there's a garage somewhere. Okay, nothing else in here. Go back. Yep, I have quickly gotten over, well, I don't want to put a pantry in the corner. No, pantry can go in the corner, I am fine. Boy, a three-way hallway that goes nowhere would be funny. Parlor? This is like the one puzzle room I've encountered so far. So yeah, I can put this in place. Always something I would want like at the end of the spare room. Funny that there's windows facing into the house here. Okay, well, I have to go in to do the puzzle. They lead nowhere. And remind myself yet again. Works. This was on the top. So one box is only true, one box is only false. I wonder if these puzzles will just slowly get... So this one is definitely lying. This one might be. This one says the middle box, not the one that claims to be. Oh. So you're lying, and this one must be telling the truth, but it actually is the middle box. The other two are just lying about it. Oh, we're going into this one. Got some gems out. Since that's closed and it's hidden on the floor. I've only once actually seen a coin hidden on the floor. So it can happen, it's just not back in the entrance. Yeah, the observatory told me that sometimes, based on the stars, there might be chests hidden. I want to go to the right first. Security room right off the bat. That's a good one just to have on the front wall. Then it leaves all your options open. I'll spend that gem. So keep an eye on that terminal password. One of the things I was really curious about. That's right. Yep. We remember that little trick. These different. Okay, these are saying the same thing. So I don't have something that... I mean, that does kind of look like an N and a D at the end. So maybe this is like Summerland or something. I probably could make this out. But I think that's O-N-D at the end. But this middle section is just too messed up for me to really see what it is. That said, knowing that it's an S, roughly the length of the letters, that could be an M. That kind of looks like it's got an up and down. I would guess an A right there. That could be like Swan Pond. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a W based on how things are on there. So the only things I'm really sure about are the O, N, and this could be an O, not a D, because I'm not sure if that's a solid line or if that's... This could be O, D. Kind of guessing maybe that could be a W or an N or an M. But A. See this, that could be a P right there. So, you know, Swan Pond may not be too far off just guessing through the scribbles here. So and you know what? I've got one right behind me, so I might as well just try it right now. Also wrote down my... Login. Swan Pond. Nope. Okay. About the inventory, there's nothing in the house I haven't. So the key cards. I could reduce the number of key cards, which would probably increase the number of keys I need. I also assume I must be able to find a key card somewhere. Or if I just set this thing... Yeah, I have to change this every time. So I definitely want this to be unlocked. Then if I can turn off the powers when I find the breaker room, then all these rooms will be locked. They will end up being unlocked later. But since I'm still really early on, I'm okay with messing. Oh, it was not Swan Pond. Yes. I'm still pretty sure. That one definitely looks like an O-N. But this could be an O. So yeah, this is the stuff I'm really unsure of. This could be 2 letters, but it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters long. That much I'm pretty sure about. 2 of these terminals can be found at... Oh, and in the laboratory. Those are the 2 I found. But I have not found anything that looks any different from that exact scribble. So I may need a further hint, or I would need to just guess many times. I don't think it could be Sterling. That would be way too obvious. And I'm sure that's an O, so it's not ING. Unless that is an I. Let's just try Sterling. It happens to also be 8 letters. That would be a terrible password. Okay, good. I'm happy that that's not the password. Enter can't. Okay. So we're looking for things that kind of look like Swan Pond or Sterling. Now that, forgetting exactly what it was, like Syntec or Zynek. That was specifically 5 letters, as I remember. I can do with these buttons. Nope. No coin hidden between them. Okay, onto the corner. Let's find... Let's see, the bathroom would be a good spot to stick in this useless corner. Ooh, the breaker box right here? I mean, I really want the items, but just shutting off the power, like switching all that stuff up right here? Yes, please, I want this out of the way. Hidden code. Here. Right. Key cards off. Now let's set that to anything high. So power is now on in all those places. Cabinet. Toggling of breaker switches. I don't know what these indicators... Oh! They don't just roll, they actually change between green and red. Oh, this is a puzzle. Interesting. What does this mean? It's BAC indicators. And I can... There was a specific one of them that started blue. But I've... Oh wait, now you're purple? Okay, so it combined the colors that were next to it. So, red and blue. So it shoved the red over to the left, but not over to the right? Ah. I now understand there's a puzzle. I don't understand the puzzle. What can I do with these green ones? So the green ones absorb the blue, but that's all they seem to do. I don't really know how to reset this thing, though. Because the cabinet I cannot shut off. So if you have a red, the blue likes to join the red, but the blue will override a purple. Okay, a purple over there. Yeah, but I have no idea what I'm going for here is the main problem. I can mess around with this. I've learned a couple of interesting color patterns, but I don't know what the goal is. So, okay, I need to keep VAC indicators in for a breaker box puzzle. But I do not know anything about puzzle just yet. So, now that the keycard system is off, let's bump that up to high. Okay, I already did that. Anything else we can need? Just the login, and I don't know. Nope. Guess we're going north now. And things that turn left into a dead end, not useful. I don't really want to use the corridor here, but the hallway would be much more useful later. So I guess it's going to be... And hopefully I can hurl something useful into that corner. Even better. Okay, ooh, passageway. I've got the 2 gems for it. Not a bad place for it. Oh, no kidding. Correction. Okay. Which direction do I want to mess with? The one to the right is the most important because I need to get a solid dead end piece in there. But if I get the wrong pull right now without any of those reroll dice... North it is. And a nook and a closet and a storeroom. I guess nook it is. I do the storeroom. But I'm giving myself fewer options for when I really... I am not going to go in there yet. I'm going to hope I can come in from the other side. I'm going to populate all these rooms. Give me something good that has a wrench to the right. I could take the chapel or the dark room. Actually, dark room would be bad because I really, really, really want to get something good in that corner. So I guess it'll be the chapel, and I won't be going into that room until I've spent my money. Okay, nook. To take notes. Put all the important information in. This door is locked. If I can get to that room from a different side, I will forego using it. Closet would be abysmal. Oh, interesting. No, wait, the hallway does curve to the left. This would connect the 2 sides. Commissary would also be abysmal. So hallway it must be. A little unfortunate. So either they're no more likely to be locked, meaning equally likely, or they're actually less likely. So you've got a right out. The yard is no better than the bedroom in this situation. Given that this is a spot I may have to travel back and forth, I think bedroom might be the call here. Basically a free movement room. Beautiful Reddington. I don't think that's the... Let's see, we did learn the word marigold. I don't think that's necessarily the password, but could be. Could be her pen name. This key that didn't out. Can't open that, so it's west. And north. Give us something with options. Ooh. Save something for another day, that's awesome, but for right now, I have to use the dark room. That's gonna be tough. Although I did turn the power on. Hopefully that won't shatter and go out on me. So now, do I go back, try to do the chapel thing now? I can put any room into that dead end. That's actually not an issue. I can do that the last of the day. Put any room I want in that spot. So it's actually more valuable. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go forward. We just need to find something with a left out of the dark room. Ooh. Do I have to go back to the breaker box and turn this on if I want to be able to see what I suspect is a key right here? There's a hidden key there on the edge. That's nice. All the stuff that's on the tables just is non-existent. You can't go click. Well, you can't. Ah, key cards in both directions. Right, and I can't see. Ah, this could be disastrous. Give me something with a left turn, please. That is not a left turn. That is a clue. Like, you know what? I gotta die. That's nice. And up a gem. Okay. I wonder if I went back to that breaker box and flipped the switch, if the bad aspect of this room would go away. Not too terrible to get there, but I accidentally closed off the nook too. So if I can at all get rid of the bad aspect of this room, I need to do it. Also, this will let me know if that even works. So, actually I could go either way to get this room. So did the breaker switch? It. Oh, placing a dark room earlier. Is it used? Left. So now, nowhere. Now that I can see in this room. Not this time. Oh, there is some value in it. Is give me any rooms to go by. Okay, let's find out if we did. Okay, that's very useful. Oh man. So the boudoir would allow me to place something, but would put all of my hopes onto the chapel for going any further north. So this is also my only way to get that spot closed off. So it's going to force me into the chapel, but at least I've got the redraw and not find a dead end in the chapel. Hey. Well, I can click on. They wrapped the safe wrapping paper. I don't see any clues as to... Well, here's the code punched in. There may be something to do with the lights or the number of presents, but right now I have no information to make that infer. Multiple pairs of shoes. Another safe. Cinca. That was the 5-digit thing. Okay, but I don't have anything about this safe. Well hidden, though. You can't go to it except by going all the way around. Is that in this room? Yeah, that is this room. It's sitting in like this spot. Now it's in the... Okay, this dead end. Hey, this is a good spot for the storeroom. Okay, close off that little... And get some resources. 1. 2 keys. The gem. We've got some decent resources to go off of here. We're gonna have to spend some of it on the chapel. Hit. Right on. No other way forward but the chapel. Hey, take my coin. Okay, here's our most critical draw. Must go straight forward. I guess it's gotta be the drawing room. And this also gives me a redraw coming back out of it. I could have done the draft. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a drawer, you will draw. You must select one to draft. There are some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw. Well, I'm in one of them, and that die I picked up is another. Okay. Unfortunately, I've already left the chapel. Kinda nice to have drawn that dead end, but I guess I'm saving that as a fill-in piece for later. Glad I've got plenty of keys, or I'd be real upset. Okay, dining room would not be bad. That gives me 2 options coming out of it. I am a-okay with that. Dining room it is. Big meal is served only if you manage to reach rank 8. Ooh, a coupon book. Save 1 on each purchase. Useful for the commissary, I guess. There's a spot you can buy food and a spot you can buy tools. Don't have that much money right now. Oh hey, another puzzle room. I've heard of this billiard room. East Wing Hall gives me more options. I feel like I'm gonna get the green... Ideally, I'm gonna get all the rooms. At some point, they have to, give me enough gems to get those other rooms? Kind of interesting. One of the green rooms I remember made green rooms not require gems to draft. I'd like the billiard room just so it gives me another puzzle to play. East Wing Hall, I need more options. If I can just go north, 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 with the key cards all unlocked right now, that would be good. Let's open the room while we're here. While drafting, you'll no longer write this archive stuff. Freezes your accounts? Ah. Interesting. Does this happen the moment I place it? Because that means I could not use any more gems or gold. This is a good one for like the end of the day. I really want to use it right now. The archives, I don't really like either of those, but it leaves my options open. A little nervous about it. Yeah, red rooms definitely all have those drawers. So which one am I actually going to go into? North, north, north. Keep in mind we haven't been into the arc yet. Those hidden gems and coins? Not really any. Okay, north, north, north. And main conference room gives me another straight up north. Yeah, must be gems. Let's draft this one as well. They're all locked? Maybe I save that one and come up through the archives. Try to save myself a key. Okay, into the conference room. Any of these have things written? After meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. So we know the safe code is not 9083. At least not this one. But this, I'm going to write it down. But it's a red office safe. "9083. That could mean it's the code for a different code, or a different safe. But if that security room thing is to be trusted, which maybe it can't. But if it is to be trusted, then I have a code I could try in any safe. Spreading items. Items spread, they're immediately placed in several rooms. But if you've got a conference room, so if I find that thing that just spread gold around from the office, they would all show up here. Okay. Let's explore north first. Huh. I put the antechamber right there. I think it's worth taking the risk on whatever this thing is. Oh, it's the observatory. It also kind of led us there, so we need to flip into that corner. Okay, let's draft this one before we leave. Ah, it's the freezer. Archived kitchen. Food for sale. I don't want to freeze the account, though. And getting the freezer completely randomly would also... maybe this thing will have more things coming off of it. It could also be a complete dead end. Hope it's not the lavatory. Bunk room. This is 2-bedroom. Well, let's explore it. Maybe there's clues in here. Seen before? Well, I assume other people must be coming through because that is a living creature. So it's being taken care of. Flashlight? I cannot take the flashlight. That is a useful tool. Especially when there's a dark room. I don't know if that color sequence is important. As far as I know, the VAC information did not have any gold option. I don't think that's a puzzle solution. Can't get on the top. Rubik's Cube. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and not as much fun as my friend. I'll not have to share my toys, and I'll not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snack. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be. But today will be a good day because he is at camp. So was this Camp Colonel? Is this where I stayed when I was here? Sounds like Simon has. Well, we got some coin. So we more than bed trophies. Okay, so do we go up to the observatory or back down to the archive? Yeah, we can get bonuses from the observatory. Let's go in. Huh. Now we've got a second star. I wonder if that means that, like, day 2, the twins will be added. I wonder if the stars go up each. Still aligned. I don't have to realign this time. We got 2. So now if I went all the way back to the entrance hall, there'd be 2 chests, which would require either 2 coins or a sledgehammer. If I go up, there's like coins I can't see unless I... Nope. Okay. Okay. Next important... Okay, night. As in the night sky. Get there. We have here. Opportunity to earn and spread. The office is an important room. That said, it would basically block off... Actually, no, it doesn't block off the corner, because if I go into the antechamber, then I could come back out south. So that's not a bad one. But I don't have enough gems, so I can't do it, which means I must either dead end here. 4 items is not bad. Or take random. I haven't gotten any items yet. But I would like to be able to move forward or to the right. Quite importantly. Oh no, it's a coat check. Do I even have any items? I can check the coupon book for tomorrow. Great. Well, I've got a backtrack now. I don't think there's... I can grab unless it's on. So I'll come back here at the end of the day when I am not able to explore anymore. A couple more times. If I'm going all the way down here, I might as well hit this chapel room and the entrance hall. Where's it blocked? That can be opened, but this side is locked. Ooh, what? I have earned the cake. Oh, an additional 10 if you have a boiler room. I've got 20 left, so I can go like another 5 or whatever down. So I can come back here. What's it gonna be? 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I've only got 21 left. So unless that is the boiler room, it's not really gonna hurt me. But the dining room's still gonna be here. Let's get to the entrance. Use both of my keys. We're going out this way. Mr. North. North at least does have another way to get in. Or keys or other hidden things. Okay. Yeah, Marigold is another name for Marion. So if I'm looking back at... Let's see, we're in H.S. Sinclair. So I don't think it's Prince or Harold. Marigold might be the password. Oh, Swimbird. On her picture book, Swimbird. This is the right number of letters. I'm just going to write that down because SW kind of matches up, and I'll compare that against the next time I see the terminal. Anything else in there that kind of matches up? I don't think it's going to be red prince. Okay. Putting this in here. Not splitting it. Okay, so west across. So I got these, but I can come in from this side up. Lose half. This is when you place it, though. These are all real dangers. Furnace is one of those things I'd like to play select. Oh, you gave me the gym anyway. Whenever you enter, lose 2 feet. I'm going to try not to enter that. Great. I think maybe this is the time to go down that exploration and come back to the dining hall. I don't have the boiler room, but I'll still have 20 plus while entering the upper end of this area. I still have 2 keys. There probably aren't keys in the chest though, so I would be keyless. And if I did that, I would no longer be able to open this door. So, yes, I'm not. Courtyard, I've still got 1 gem. That gives me a way out. Commissary would dead end. That would suck. Archived. There aren't that many possibilities. The courtyard often had tools for me. That's better than nothing, and it's a way around the gym. The archives suck for what they do to your draft. Ooh, sledgehammer. That lets me get to those chests without spending the key. Alright, those 2 trunks in the entrance hall. It's locked right now at that. No shovels or anything hidden that I... Okay. So, with the 19 feet that I've got, I could get to the entrance hall, open the chests, get whatever this one room is, maybe put like the lavatory or that furnace in that spot, and then get back out. And eat at the dining room. So now that I've got the sledgehammer, that completely changes the math. Could eat the dinner now. None of the other things are going to mess with me quite so much. But yeah, and wait for the boiler room. Okay, there's still a kitchen. I can buy stuff. Okay, so straight across. Might as well. I have to go into the chapel once. I may as well draft that room. And if it's something I don't want to go into, I just don't go into it. It's like, I really want this to be the lavatory or the furnace. No, it's got 3 gems, so I have to go down there, get the gems. I mean, it at least was a dead end. So that part of this was a good spot. All it cost me is an extra coin coming back in. Now I want to get... Oh, there's multiple ways to get down to the entrance hall from here. Go this way. Expenditure. Right, let's try... Swimmer. So I tried Swan Pond. Far off. No, it's not Swimber. Okay. If I compare what I see here with Swinburne, that could be SWIM. But yeah, that is not an R. That is definitely an N. That's definitely an O. So, ON. This could be a G. I feel like there's a solid thing. Like, I still think it's OND. Or maybe it's ONG. This could be Swan Song instead of Swan Pond. Oh, yes! I was close. Alright. Well, now what can I do with all the rest of this? I'm gonna get a lot of stuff. I can punch people in and out. Extended paid leave by the old man. See Mrs. Babbage. That's good. What's with any of that staff announcements? No one has access to this network except for you, this Simon. No, we're all rooting for you. Hey, so the staff's rooting for us. That's nice. Schedule change? Yeah, that should be suspended. Special order. Commissary is taking special orders for all members and staff. Interesting. What would you like to order? So they will specifically have this thing in the store. I don't know what a lot of these things would do. This sounds very useful for exploration. Now, 1 to 2 days. Okay, so it makes sure they have an item. That's nice. Was there anything else in here? Nope. Okay. Remote access. Hey. Other active terminals. Interesting. So if I reach them, perhaps I can execute their functions remotely? Email. This one can't access email. Only the office one. I don't know if they all have the same password. From Sinka. The remote lab. Glossary. Well, these seem like useful things. Yep, connected via doorway. Some of these I have not reached at all. I mean, this is something that should just be available to you as part of it. Common rooms. Identifiable by the pilot portal. Like those. Checked. Check. Back. This one I had figured out. Yeah, orange for hallways. I think I called it yellow. Yellow is shops. Okay. Or maybe I called it brown. Green is for green rooms. Red is for red rooms. And blue are dead end rooms. Yeah. Good to know. So dead end. Even if they're blocked, those rooms are not. Okay. Find piles of dirt. These are dig spots and can be dug up with a shovel. So I should have been able to dig. You know what? Maybe the things in that green room weren't specifically dirt. Maybe, because I think I've seen dirt in other rooms before. Now the directory here. Yeah, I can use that direction blocks. And find an arcade con, but it's not been working for several years. It's scheduled to be added in a future patch. Oh. Yep, dirt. Crafting. Yep. Just craft. Currently available floor plans. Draw. They are drawn. One is. Oh, this is just part of. Okay, but this will tell us. This is very valuable information. You have to figure out the password first. Okay. Special floor. Permanent. Lasts until the end of the day. Well, I think that was the explorable areas, as well as the ground. Exactly. So you can. So East Wing. It's only the ones on the very edge, not everything that side of center. Rooms associated with and are naturally synergistic. I did notice that they refer to green rooms here. What can be raised by items in room? Special keys that can unlock special doors or rooms that can only appear in specific locations. Interesting. So yeah, there are special rooms. Yep, they must be left behind. Okay. Yep, I discovered I can look at the previous days. House is always branch off with the flexibility. Including the campsite. I don't think I saw the campsite. The apple orchard. At a gate that was locked. Maybe I can find a special key that can use that. I did see a car or a garage blueprint once, and I found car keys. Maybe those go together. Oh, maybe in mechanics. Control systems that interact with other elements. Maybe something. If I go back to L, did I skip over laboratory? Nope, it just wasn't there. Breaker box. Network. Found that. Remotely connect other terminals. Any features. Most things reset, but some are permanent and are marked as such. Rank. Progress north, the ranks increase, but a 10th rank whispers of. So there are rarities. Common, normal, uncommon, and rare. Interesting. Maybe I'll take a look and see if there's like some other indication of what they offer. Powerful expansion options, but come at a dangerous cost. I mean, yeah, the gym and the chapel and the darkroom are typically worth their cost. Yes, the archives, but the lavatory and the furnace both just suck. Yeah, reset, security lock. Yeah, access via key card. They increase with rank. The shop, we've seen a couple of these. Oh, there's a locksmith. It's that special. They cost gems to draft. I wonder if by the end it'll just only be those. Okay, so special items. Or just anything. I assume like a shovel would be a special item. That's about moving stuff around. Stars. Yep, using the observatories. Each additional. I wonder if each one is supposed to make a more powerful effect. Those you would get full effects. Okay. Book. And yep, coat check. We found one of those. Oh, there's a sauna. We'll start with 20 extra steps, huh? And the day after drafting the mailroom, there'll be something in the mailroom. Good. Always locked, usually containing items of interest, like the entrance hall. Upgrade. Yeah, we found a data disk once. And room upgrades. Nice. West path. It can be accessed from both the garage and the west gate, which is usually kept latched and locked. I discovered that, so garage, you can get to there. At just the very left edge of the house. Okay, we have made it through the glossary and learned a couple. Okay. Okay, Swan Song, we got the password. Figured it out. Okay, I don't think I need to go back into the utility closet. I don't there. So, entrance hall. Trunks? Smash. Ooh. Is that all three? Oh, that gold stuff's just the lock. Those coins. Ooh. So many keys. And ironically, having the sledgehammer means I don't need that many keys. Except when they appear on the walls. Okay, now we need to go back up to the dining room. No way except through the chapel. Now we are out of the courtyard. Courtyard gymnasium. Here's our only open spot. Okay. Back up north we go. I do have the coat checks still available. Oh, yeah. And I've made it to archives. Already eaten. And straight across by 2. have a term? It's just that told us about. Aha! That is a dirt patch I could dig up if I had a shovel. And now I know what they look like. Hammer is not a shovel. Now I can spend the keys and feel perfectly comfortable. Oof. Maid's chamber, dead end. Commissary, dead end. I don't know, but I've got the redraw. Please give me something that goes left or straight. Food for sale? I've still got plenty of stamina. I don't know what that is. So, we're getting our new puzzle. Weird. This is a unique brand of billiards that... No, those aren't nice. They're actually just the things for the end of the... Interesting. So, the 18 is blue. And I can touch it. Let's see if I can find the actual rules somewhere. One coin. They're not actually giving me the rules for it. Okay. Have to anything specific? The only thing I know is 9083, and I can't exactly make that happen. So the 18 is blue. Oh, that... It wasn't just the 10. I really have to memorize a sequence of hit the 18. And it's not one of these, but I have to try every possible combination, because that would suck. So far I just know 1-8, which, if I look up, is that this room's number by any chance? No, that's the wine cellar. Yeah, one of the bedrooms mentioned that there was billiard had its own rules, and that the darts doesn't go by the normal rules. Now we do have potentially, right, it's a math-based puzzle. That's the clue they gave us. We've got plus, minus, times, division. So if we start with an 18, and they're giving me a 4 and a 10, is that telling me 14? And that is a addition operation? If I start with the 1 and the 8? This isn't like a subtraction kind of a thing. Let's try 14. It actually gave me something. So I don't know if that's like symbol for something else. Like if that's times 3 or minus 3. But it had... I look... The first one was plus, maybe the next one is subtraction. So subtracting 3. Now I don't know if it's based off of 20, because it was plus, or if this is subtracting 20 from 3, it would be 17. Okay, now I think we would have a... Well, it can't be multiplication with this set of numbers, so it's got to be the division. Because we've got, I assume, 18 something 6. So you're either dealing with a 12, but we've already done a subtraction, or 3 if it's a division. Nope. Okay, so back to starting with the 18. So we just hit the number 18, there wasn't an operation. Now, 4 and 10, I guess the blue, maybe that means the blue is an addition. So it's plus 4 plus 10. 14. Now I think this is plus 20 minus 3. So it would be 17. Now this is plus 18 minus 6. So 12. Okay, we figured out what those symbols mean. So the fact that the blue is the plus, the next one is the minus, that suggests that the one after that is the multiplication, and that makes sense because it's a multiplied by 2. This also might be an order of operations going in to out, so plus minus multiplied divide. So this would be 5 times 2, which would be 10. Yes, yes. So if we continue with that order, we've got plus 15 minus 13, so 2. And then times 3, we've got 6. Yaha. And, oh boy, keys, the thing I don't already have 1,000 of. Still, that was a good puzzle. I now know the answer to that puzzle, so I can do the rest of them pretty quickly. I can counter them in the future, but that was fun to actually figure out, okay, the blue thing is an addition of. Okay, so we need something good here to keep on going. Not a closet. Hey, I can deal with locked doors today. I'll take that Great Hall with thanks. Oh, 7 locked doors, eh? Is it going to be like some of them don't actually lead out of the room? Like maybe there's something special behind the other locked doors? We'll come back to them at the end of the day. Also nice that the coat check is up here in case I'm running real low. So, the thing we want the most is like, do we want to go north or do we want to go south so that we can get rid of the, quote, bad rooms and put the bad ones down there so we have better rooms when we go north? And, oh, how intriguing. It's still inside this room, but this one leads to an actual door. Hey, I've been wanting to put the lavatories somewhere that sucks for a long time. Now I don't need to really go in there. Unless I see gold from the doorway here. Yeah, I don't need to go in there. Hooray! Okay, this time I do want something that's going to go to the left. Oh, West Wing Hall? Not bad. Oh, I see. The West Wing Hall only happens on the West Wing. The East Wing Hall only on the East Wing. Yeah, so you know there's going to be a hall on each side. But also, that's perfect. It gives me another sort of throwaway room where I can put something I don't like. So, yes. We finally found the 100% putting swing over there. We want to draft everything before we leave. I guess we'd be coming back to put the other keys in. Okay. Something good. Oh, combine inventory. I have a lot of inventory, but it does go north versus the commissary, which is the shop. I could probably buy all day. It's a tough one. In the workshop, I can at least go further up, hopefully get a really good room with lots of things. The workshop's also new. Okay, so do I open these other key things now? Save it for later. Not too many things left. Perhaps I should burn bad cards on these West Wing things. Ooh, staff notice. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. All the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool. We ask the staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff may draft south. I'm not sure if that's saying sound or south. Curious? up windows and rain clouds and things not necessarily in the neatest of states. We've got just napkins or whatever those are scattered. Okay, give me a bad room. I'm asking for one for once. Well, you know what? This is a good spot for a dead-end mailroom. You okay with that? Order placed. Think I can pick up in here? To Simon from Dad. Hey, buddy, how's it going out there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. Happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage, packing the tent. I want to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. With all the preparations, I'm not sure I'm going to find the time. So much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for you to jot it down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. I can be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you. I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. It's been almost 7 years since we were last up there. Really curious to hear just how much you remember. Always been smarter than me at this kind of thing. I can offer. I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions. Say farewell. Sleep each night. Don't spend all your time playing dirigiblocks. So that was a little better. But it was nice. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravain to sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. And there's something hidden down here. Did Hot here and prove he wasn't the one that stole the Baron's mail? That he was the one? Did 3 others prove that he was the one who stole the Baron's mail? No. Did they ever prove he was the one who stole the mail? So it's a question. So Denny Ravain, I guess I'll write the name down. Ravain stole mail, question mark? And that he was a servant. Okay. Who no longer... Colors. Hey, we found food for this thing. Okay, utility fuse box. More detail will be sent by email to the address client as provided. Okay. So, press any button above, activate blue. So, when they've all been set to green, you can set them. Press a blue next to a red to activate purple. 5 purples are needed to activate the 6th, so I basically just needed to get 5 of them purple, with the last one red. So the goal is to get them all to be purple. I don't really know what that's going to do for me, but yeah, press a blue next to a red, and that activated the purple. Okay, so once they're all green, you can turn them blue. I don't think I was ever really able to switch them off like that. Okay, so the goal is to get them all to be purple. That is the new information. Lots of Cinca stuff. Okay. Right, major clue there for the fuse boxes. You want them purple. So you want to press the blue when there's a red next to it to get it to be purple. So ultimately you want a red on the side and just sort of set them all up. Side to the other. Leave it. Nope, I've got 2 northern exits. I think we'll do the west wing first. Mostly because I don't have enough stamina to be running back and forth all the time. Hey, we're down to only 9 spots left. And wow, there are 6 unused blues. Actually, you know what? There are a lot of unused rooms left. So I guess I really don't have to use only red rooms like that, because there are many more possibilities than there are actual spaces in the house. That's good to know. I'm trying to uncover the Room 46 blueprint. Yeah, well, the house's blueprint only showing a total of 45 rooms, but there are actually considerably more rooms than that anyway. There are 45 listed blueprint rooms. But then there's 8 bedrooms, 8 hallways, 8 green rooms, 8 whatevers. Okay, so I actually cannot just assume that I'm going to see every room, because this whole 9x5 grid here can only support 45, and there's actually, go back to it, okay, there's 45 plus 8 plus 8. So there's actually 40 other rooms that don't get counted in the 45. So blue rooms only make half of it. House was alive. Entering these locked rooms is putting a dent on my Great Hall expert. You know what? I've already got 6 red rooms. There's only 1 left. I'm not afraid of your furnace anymore. The freezer keeps coming up, and I'm not really seeing anything about it being common at all. But now I'm kind of more excited about the special room, because I know that I'm not guaranteed to get everything. That's the kitchen. That doesn't. But I can at least get. I think there was like a or something last time. I do not see free apple. I mean, if I end up getting, I don't have that many beef stew. Ah, the main course is different as well. That's why this one mentioned the boiler. Yeah. If I end up getting the freezer here soon, like as my last room when I get stuck, I think I'd be okay. Freezing coat check. If I can keep 2 gems and 6 coins at the start of the next day, that's not. I do want to be able to get back to the coat. I'm not in terrible shape right now. Okay, workshop, what have you? Oh, musical notes. Stones cut, and there's rot. Spell our secrets. A message. Red is of loss. The bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Okay, so among the bold words spoken. So that's implying this is a musical one, and the note is read, the letter is not. So read the actual letters that are being presented here, not the. But basically, it's this measure we're looking for. Ignore message, read the notes. So what do we have here? Let's see. Might as well write it down. Read the musical notation. We're also in E flat there, so we've got D, E flat, D, G. Not noticing anything in particular here yet. E, B flat again, then D, E. Okay, well that didn't actually tell me. Unless it's supposed to be words spoken soft. We go down to bass, I'm not as familiar. We've got a D there. E. Oh no. E. That doesn't tell me. But there's clearly a. So let's look more at the rest of this thing. Notably, we've got a big letter N right here. So here's a chisel and oh, broken valve. Okay, so we clearly have a carved letter M carved in stone. Okay, stones cut by hand, brought, secrets carved, thought. A message read is among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. So if we're taking the letter as not being read and just removing that from it, remove the M, you've got message. That doesn't help me. And if we take letter instead, message, message. I am not getting it yet. But I also haven't seen an input this puzzle yet. So this combine inventory to create new items. So what happens when I sledge? Oh. Seems like it needs something else, and then it could make something. Coupon book does not come. Okay, so that's not really helping me. I click the thing. M8. I'm not seeing it yet. Being hidden on this side. Ah. Shoebox does not always contain the prize. This is true. Because sometimes it said one that claims to be the middle, which was lying about. We know that part already. Oh, and this really doesn't make sense to me yet. Message is often lost. Among the bold words, spoken soft. So if it's asking for like a soft E, soft A, perhaps? The note is written, but letter is not? Still. Okay, time to continue with our exploration. Our only open spot. Each chamber goes to the left. Commissary gives us items, or be random, and who knows what's in it. Well, I mean, we're close to the antechamber. But there was something about coming from the south, like the south one's broken, but the west and east aren't. So that might doom us. Could get a complete dead end, though, so either of the other two at least gives us another room. Try the commissary. Hidden coins. So, are these always the same? Seems like it. Now, at this point, stamina's low enough, I don't really want to go looking for digging stuff now. And I think I'm going to coat check the sledgehammer for a future date. Straight on we go. A rumpus room. Uh-oh. I don't think I've got any way to go forward. This may be the time to hit the freezer. I mean, the +8 gold, if I could then hit the freezer, would be okay. But I think this is probably a great time to basically call this day here, freeze the gems and money that I've got so I can just start those next time, then head over to the coat check. I think I've got just enough movement to get there. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I don't actually go into the freezer, then I can make. Okay, but barring this thing giving me a left turn that I desperately need, or I guess a right turn, it looks like this day is over. Unfortunate. Is that already active? I feel like it is, because this says, like, after drafting this room, this just says it freezes your account. Wait, what did that say? Oh, if you click on them here, it gives you the rarity. Ah. I wonder if I can look at this directory while I'm drafting. There's a type, Toro Blueprint did it. Okay, so I think it is now done. As if I've only got the 11 step, so 7. If I go in, I will not be able to make it back to where I want. Don't know your secret. So now I know I'm going to lose the keys. I may as well open as many doors in the Great Hall as I can, see if there's secrets. Or just... Actually, it's frozen. I should have done that before the code check, but it looks like there's nothing in those other... Until... Too bad I can't keep that gem. What? Oh. Oh, I've opened up. Oh, it even shows blue on the map. Oh no, all of them are orange. Yeah, so I can't actually get anything unless it's an item I want to keep more than a sledgehammer. It's that freezing. So that's interesting. That's a very good reason to use keys on these rooms. Okay, I am facing the wrong way. Do not go that way. Billiard room and then to the right. Okay, now straight to the end. Straight to the end. Do you ever gather anything? Let's just make it to the coat check, where I can, if I find a coat check, because at least it's standard, it should hopefully show up. Yep. Coat check, please. I'd like you to hold on to. Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. I can only check one. Yep. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be the call it a day time here for day 3. Hey, yeah, the frozen assets. We've saved something for next time. And we've learned some very important puzzles for that fuse box. I still don't know what it's going to do. And I finally found an example of a lever that will open a way into the antechamber. So simply getting to the door is not enough. Banquet hall. Because I found that combination of rooms. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I only found 5 red rooms this. Nice. Hey. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. So, until next time, playing Blueprints here on Wheel of Game. Bye-bye.